What's going on, guys? It is your boy Fitz, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And I just wanted to drop this video. I'm still playing this game, guys, and it's been a long time since I've recorded. And I thought, you know what? I'm playing this game. I might as well just, keep continuing to record my gameplay. I'm probably going to go live and try some things out as well. But in the meantime, I wanted to just go over some of the things. Let me turn down this game volume real quick. I mainly wanted to go over some of the things that are happening in the game right now, and just kind of share my thoughts with the upcoming update that's coming. But to start things off, I am on my last upgrade. As you can see, as far as the troops and spells are concerned, everything is maxed out with the exception of the Ice Golem, and that Ice Golem is going up to a level 4 as we speak and will be done in about 9 days. So that is exciting. As you can see, though, a lot of my defenses still have some upgrades to go, and that's kind of by design. I'm trying to take my time with those. I'm really been trying to focus on walls and trying to get those up. And then I think eventually my next set of defenses are probably going to be the air defenses, just simply because those are, air is the meta right now. However, that's going to be changing, and I'm sure you guys are probably already aware of the upcoming updates that are coming in. I did want to go over real quick, though, these events. What do you guys think of these? I mean, I kind of like them. Some of them I'm not real crazy about because I'm not really interested in the reward, but some of the rewards are kind of cool. And this one with the 5 wall rings, hey, I'll take it. When I think it was the very first challenge that they had, or the event that they had in this series, they were offering a training potion, which, man, those things are like, I love them. I mean, 25 gems for a training potion from the trader. I'm buying them every time they come up, but Supercell's kind of holding out on them. Have you guys noticed that? How much do you like the training potions? Do you really love them? If so, hit the video with a like for me if you would. But going back to the daily events, I like them. The 5 wall rings, as you guys probably already know, each ring is equivalent to about 1 million in a gold or elixir once you get past that level 8 or level 9 wall. Once they start out at 1 million and going up from there. But so they're fairly useful. I'll take it. I'll finish that event and definitely cash in on that. But going into the news and the updates, you guys know that we got some updates coming. And as a Town Hall 12, I'd say I'm a mid-level Town Hall 12. I've got, as you could see earlier, I have maxed heroes, and they're not doing any updates to the heroes, but they are doing some updates to some troops. And, I think they need to. The ground troops are definitely suffering, and the air is the meta right now, even though there are some strong ground attacks. I think it takes a little bit more skill that the average average Clash of Clan player lacks. So I think what they're doing is it's a fine balance, right? I mean, you don't want to give too much of an advantage to the really skilled players, but for the masses, you do want to keep the game interesting. And so I think it's really tough as a company, I'm sure, for them to keep this game as balanced as possible while it's still being entertaining. So, they're increasing the ground troops, the witch levels. I'm pretty darn excited about this. I was really a really strong user of the bow witch strategy. I still do. I still use it a lot in my push. Like when I was pushing to this Titan League, I started using a bow witch strategy, and it's very successful, as you can see in my log. I mean, I'm really hitting the bases hard with this bow witch strategy, and a lot of 3 stars there. So it's very successful when it comes to those types of raids. But when it comes to war, it's challenging. Using a bow witch strategy in war is nothing like using it in farming, and so I kind of went away from it from a Town Hall for my Town Hall 12, I still use bowlers and witches in my Town Hall 10 account, and then I have the pretty much the full witch strategy, which has a golem and witches for the most part, and with healers, kind of the witch slap strategy on my Town Hall 9. But with Town Hall 12, bow witch pretty much is non-existent. So I think it's pretty cool that they added this level 5 witch for the higher levels. It is pretty much going to only be available to the Town Hall 12, I believe. That's the Laboratory 10. Is that what that is? I didn't even check. Yeah. So Town Hall 12s are only going to be able to get this, but rightfully so. I mean, the witches really don't need much love in the lower Town Hall levels. As I had mentioned, I'm being quite successful with Bow Witch in Town Hall 10, and then the Witch Slap in Town Hall 9. And then there's some pretty good comps for 11 already. So as far as the ground is concerned, we definitely are in need of some leveling and new levels for balancing on the ground. So I'm glad to see that they've done that with the Witch. However, Hog Rider, man, that's going to be exciting because the hogs are already a force at Town Hall 12 if you know how to use them. But I think, again, because of the masses and trying to, get this for the masses and the average player to be successful with it, it looks like they're tweaking the hogs a little bit. But then offset that, they've got these the Archer Tower and the cannons, which are ground point defenses, right? Those are going to be able to really help with the strategy against the hogs. So I think in the early stages, you're going to see hogs really standing out, and there's going to be a lot of talks of the potential of nerfing. But as these clans and as these players start to increase their defenses, upgrading their cannons, upgrading their archer towers, you're going to probably see that level out. So hopefully it doesn't lead to a too quick of a knee-jerk reaction on the hogs. Then going down to the Ice Golem, this is really good. I'm glad that they changed over how the Ice Golem works. There was a lot of complaints with how the Ice Golem was too strong on a defensive side, but there wasn't a whole lot of complaints on the offensive side. But I think the change that they made for the offense is good, and what that is they've increased the freeze radius on the Ice Golem. When it dies and it freezes, the radius is increased by 36%. So that's going to be a much larger area that's frozen. I think it's going to really be effective for the golem, and I think it's really going to Ice Golem, and it's really going to make. It's just going to change the meta for ground-based attacks. I can totally see a Bow Witch freeze golems, like just a line of golems up front, Bow Witch on the back, and just smashing bases. I am so excited to see that. I mean, just imagine a complete frozen wall of defenses while your offense is going in. It wouldn't surprise me if they nerf these things. I mean, 36%, come on. And then I don't know if the HP or anything was updated. It doesn't look like that's the case. But then on the defensive side, I'm glad that they have made the reductions, as you can see, with the time, the length of time that the defenses the offensive troops are frozen by the Ice Golem. And I think that the freeze spell radius was suffice. I'm glad that they didn't increase the radius for that as well, because I don't think it was really needed. I think defensively, the only thing that was the problem was the length of time, the duration of time that it froze things. So they're going to upgrade the tornado trap as well. They're going to give that a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's excuse me. That's a nerf. They're actually going to kick that down. I'm kind of glad to see that, because man, my troops sometimes they get hung up, especially with a Bow Witch. Speaking of Bow Witch, you get those bowlers in there. They're strong because they have their bounce on their rocks, but they can fizzle out real quick. And so without the tornado trap, so the fact that they are not going to get hung up by the tornado trap as long is actually a very encouraging thing. Almost a 50% reduction in the duration. So that should make for some fun things. The wall breakers and bomb traps have been actually. There's going to be an increase. Those have been bumped up. So that's I think going to be it might help. With the siege machine, I don't know that too many people are really going to be crazy about the wall breakers unless you're working on some sort of queen walk or something like that, which I guess, with the increase of the ground troops, especially with the hogs, I could see some sort of queen walk hog, which means that you might not need as many wall breakers in your army to get through walls, because those level 13 walls, man, those things are pretty stout. And then of course the bombs, that is going to be a good offset and balance against the hogs. As you know, giant bombs have always been the baconators of the Clash of Clans for the hogs. And so, as they say, more boom for your buck. Enough said. So, builder base, I mean, it's whatever. Who's crazy about the builder base? I'm not even going to cover that. I mean, the giant cannon no longer hit the battle machine multiple times. So, I mean, it's we'll see. Builder base has a lot of work to do. Honestly, I only play it when I am doing challenges or in clan games. So, it's whatever. Dark quality of life improvement, and they're going to add a kind of a dark theme for the cloud screen. Speaking of clouds, man, getting into the Titan, just at Titan. At this point, I'm already starting to get clouds. I mean, I click on it and waiting. I'm waiting. I mean, this is kind of crazy. I was thinking about pushing to Legends, but I'm only in Titan 3, and I'm already clouding. So I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm going to do it. I know that there's some rumblings about some changes being made to address the clouds. So, or maybe the trophy pushing system. I think that's what it was. So we'll see if what that change brings about. But I'll be honest, I'm a little discouraged to push, just simply because even at this point, I'm getting clouds, and I know that some of the YouTubers that I've seen out there where they're pushing, they're waiting for like 5 hours before they even get a base. They're sitting in cloud for 5. I can't do that. I mean, one of the reasons why I like this game is because I can go on and off, and I can kind of get some things done, jump on the game, play a few sessions, jump off. You know what I mean? But look at this. I mean, I'm sitting in clouds forever. It's 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Maybe it's a peak traffic time. Maybe not, but anyway, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to kind of go over the update, get back on the channel, start doing some videos. I'm going to be doing war recaps. I'm going to be doing some gameplay. You'll probably see a lot of gameplay of me farming, and then I'm going to be doing some live streams. If you've got anything that you want me to cover, please put it in the comments below. I will definitely cover it, because as you can see, I am just getting the channel started, and working on just putting out content that people want to see. So if you've got anything you want to check out, let me know. Until next time, peace out, guys.